Welcome to your 15-minute lower back sequence with Soul Empowered Yoga. Let's get started on your mat. For this class, you'll need a yoga blanket or a small blanket that you have at home, 2 yoga blocks or 2 hardcover books, whatever you have available to you. While starting tabletop, so you stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Draw your navel up and in. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat pose. Draw your navel up and in. Take this at your own pace, following the rhythm of your breath. Exhaling every time you round your spine. Inhaling as you drop your belly. Bring some movement here, sending your hips forward and back, left to right. Just try not to overthink it. Do what feels good in your body. Sending your right foot back, stretching out your toes. Bringing that back in. Next, sending your left foot back, stretching out your toes, sending your hips back towards your heels. Come back up to tabletop and begin to just bring some more movement. Getting your spine, your lower back ready for some good, nice stretches. Come down to a half push-up so you make your way onto your belly. Inhale, cobra pose, leading with your chest. Leave a slight bend in your elbows and just peel your torso off of the floor. Exhale, bring your torso back to the floor. Connect with your breath. Prepare for the next inhale. Inhaling, cobra pose, peeling your torso off of the floor, lifting your chest. Exhale, release back down to your mat. Connect with your breath. Inhale, coming back up for cobra pose. Exhale, gently make your way down back to your mat. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Exhale, make your way into a wide-legged child's pose, bringing your big toes to touch, your knees out wide towards the edges of your mat. And if your clothes move, feel free to adjust them. And gently make your way down so your torso is touching the ground if that's accessible to you. If not, you can bring a block to the top of your forehead, just resting on your block, or perhaps just resting on your forearms. Connecting with your breath, finding what feels good. Make your way back up to a tabletop. And if you have your blocks, grab both of your blocks, lay them flat onto the ground. Bringing your palms onto your mat, you can adjust your blocks in either way that feels comfortable. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips back and up. Allow yourself to get adjusted here to get comfortable. Figuring out what's best for you. Placing your blocks in a position that feels comfortable. And from here, you're going to send your gaze in between your feet. Maybe you'll like to pedal out your dog and towards your left ankle. Breathing here. This time, send your left hand towards your right ankle or your right toes. Come back up to a downward facing dog and gently step towards the top of your mat. Coming into a forward fold, you're going to bend your knees here, send your feet hip width distance or wider apart, and grab onto opposite elbows For ragdoll pose, swing just left and right, allowing your torso just to melt over the tops of your thighs. Bring your palms down to your mat and gently roll up to standing at attention, Samasthiti, lifting one vertebra at a time, drawing your shoulder blades down and back. Bringing your palms to heart center, connect with your breath. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. You can goal post your arms or hold on to your hips and send your hips towards the front of the room, as far back as they can, as far forward as they can go. And begin to just prop your heart towards the ceiling. It's going to be an intense stretch, so take it at your own pace and gently come up to a stand. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, twist to the left. Send your gaze slightly past your right fingertips. Inhale, come back to mountain pose. Exhale, twist to the left. Send your gaze slightly past your left fingertips this time. Inhale, coming up to mountain pose again. Exhale, baby back bend. Connect with your breath. Gently come up to standing. Now grab onto your block. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. You're going to bring your block or your book towards the center of your mat, placing your right palm onto the mat. Inhale, send your left palm towards the ceiling, opening up towards the side. And release your palm back to your mat. Inhale, this time sending your right arm towards the ceiling. Adding some more movement, maybe sending that arm up and down, bringing it back towards the other side. Finding whatever movement feels good here, opening up your spine and lower back. Set your block aside. And we'll go into a wide-legged ragdoll pose here. So you're going to grab onto opposite elbows again and just begin to sway left and right. And begin to notice how your body might feel a little different. Maybe what's opened. We'll come to a seat on our mats. And we'll get set up here for a restorative bridge pose. So if you have a book or a block, you're going to send the long edge of your block towards the base of your spine. So face it towards the base of your spine. My blocks are hard, so I like to just add a blanket. But if you have pillows, that works too. So align the long edge of your pillow or your block towards the base of your spine and gently to begin to come down onto your block. And just begin to imagine the weight of the world, the weight of everything you're carrying, just begin to spill over and off your shoulders. Pressing in to the base of our feet, bringing the energy of our bodies to our midline. Give yourself a moment to breathe here. And when you feel ready, make your way up to a seat on your mat, removing any props that you might have used for bridge pose, setting those aside. Once you put those aside, make your way down to your mat on your back. And as you lay on your back, inhale, draw your knees into your chest, make yourself into a tight little ball. Exhale, happy baby, grab onto the outer edges of your feet or your big toe, or you can grasp underneath your knees. Send your knees towards your mat and begin to give your lower back a nice little massage by rocking left to right, allowing your body to just feel free to enjoy the experience of being a happy baby on your back. Take a big inhale here, exhale, bring your feet back down to your mat and come to lying on your back, stretching out your arms up above you, your feet out in front of you, almost as if somebody is pulling you in opposite directions. Inhale, draw your knees to your chest. Exhale, supine twist on the right. Send your knees towards the right side of your mat, stacking your hips. Just being mindful of your shoulders here, keeping your shoulders on your mat. You can tee out your arms, goalpost your arms, whatever feels comfortable. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Exhale, supine twist on the left. Send your knees towards the left side of your room, stacking your hips above each other. For an added stretch, you can send your gaze towards the right side of your room. And remember, your practice, your choice, your body, your choice. So wherever your hips land is exactly where you should be. And when you're ready, inhale, draw your knees back into your chest, plant your feet onto your mat. Bring the soles of your feet together, butterflying out your knees for reclined bound angle pose. Bring one hand to your chest, the other to your belly, and just connect with your breath. The closer your ankles are to your body, the deeper the stretch. So find whatever placement feels good for your feet. Maybe that's sending them front and back. Being mindful of your breath. It's giving yourself permission in these next couple of seconds to just relax into your pose. Feeling what it feels like to feel relaxed, to feel supported by the ground beneath you. You can stay here for however long as you'd like. Thank you for showing up with me today and spending these last 15 minutes with me. I look forward to seeing you next time on your mat. You can find me teaching donation-based classes every Wednesday and Sunday. You can find more information with the link in my bio.